What is going on, everybody? My name is Nick from MWK-Pop, and I want to welcome you to... It's not a music video reaction, it's not an episode of the Hot Highlights or the K-Pop Blast or anything like that. We are doing a special video so you can get to know a little bit more about me, some things you didn't know that you wanted to know, but you were interested, you just didn't know it. I was tagged by Eileen from Team Paradise. You should check her out on YouTube. She's got like 6,000 subscribers at this point in time. Check the description box below for a link to her YouTube channel. Watch her, subscribe her, tell her that, well, she's gonna know that I made this video and that you came from there, but let her know. And the tag is, we're doing the TMI tag, 50 questions to answer, which I have cut out a bunch because I don't have answers for most of them. And we are going to try and keep this video entertaining, and within 10 to 15 minutes I have got at least 13 questions that I've picked out to answer. So let's get started with the number one question, which is, have you ever been in love? And have I ever been in love? Yeah, I would say that I have been in love one time only. That was way back when I lived in Southern California. The girl, of course, whatever, of course it was a girl, not like that, but yes, I have been in love one time. That was a long time ago. It is well behind me at this point in time, so no longer in love. And a follow-up question to that, have you ever experienced a terrible breakup? And answer to that, of course, not of course, but for me, of course, is no. I would have to be in a relationship to have experienced a breakup, good or bad, and I've never had an actual relationship with anybody, which is depending on the way you look at it, sad. You might think it's sad. I don't think it's sad. I have a very hardcore relationship with YouTube and the stuff, my hobbies and work. And that's perfectly fine with me. I'm more in love with YouTube than I am with any other person I've met in the 5 years I've lived in Kentucky. That being said, though, leading into question number 3, though, is what is something that you miss? And I do miss living in Southern California a great deal. You know, I lived there for the first 17 years of my life, and then I moved. Literally, I left Southern California to live here. Literally the day after my junior year of high school. I saw my best friends for the, not the last time ever, but I saw them for the, last time in at least a year, because I think I may have went back to see them and got together with them a year afterwards. But half day of school, I hung out with my friends for the entire afternoon, and the next day I hopped in a car and I drove 3-day road trip with my dad and brother to Kentucky. And I really do miss living in Southern California. I'm a Southern California kid who's trapped in Kentucky, and the cultures and lifestyle and everything like that is completely different, and I love it here. I like it here a lot, but I also love California. Every time I've gone back to California, I've realized how much I actually really like it and how much I want to be back there. So we got that. Moving on to two questions which I'm going to be lumping into one, and what is my height and what is my weight? And I don't know exactly my height. I always say I'm 5 feet 9 inches, and that's not, it's not tall, it's not short. I'm like average height, sort of. There's a lot of people I'm taller than, and there's a lot of people that are taller than me, but on the not average side, I am a light 145 pounds. That's right, I'm pretty light for a guy, and that is quite a people are impressed by that. People are amazed by that. I'm not. I've always been light like this, but hey, that's the way it goes. Another 2 questions lumped into one. Do I have any tattoos or piercings? And I have none. My body is unaltered in any way like that. No tattoos or piercings. Now, my favorite song. What is my favorite song? And this is an impossible question to answer because I don't have an all-time favorite song, because it all depends on the mood and the feeling that I'm in right now. And right now, my favorite song is Crazy by 4 Minute. Of course, it has to be. I love lots of other songs. I like a lot of other songs, of course. lots of other groups, but right now Crazy is my favorite song. My favorite band. I'm not even going to list out one because that's a retarded thing to do, that's impossible. So we're going to list off a bunch of non-K-pop bands, because before I was into K-pop, before I was into anything else, I was into heavy metal, and I just still do like Children of Bodom, Dimmu Borgir, Behemoth, Arch Enemy, Fintroll, Korpiklani, all of those sorts of, European death metal, black metal bands. Also, the 80s hair metal, Motley Crue, Metallica, AC/DC, all of that sort of stuff too. That's all fantastic stuff and great music. It's where I got my musical roots, or my music interest started. Do I like loud music or soft music? And I like both kinds of music, loud and soft. Specifically, I like, in regards to the Korean music, I like the loud pop music, but I like my hip hop soft. I like it to just chill when I'm listening to the hip hop and rap, but I also like to rage when I'm listening to the pop music. Like Crazy, which is my favorite song, is one of those loud and heavy songs that makes me get hyped, and that's the main reason why I love it. And there's a lot of really, really good laid back Korean hip hop, Korean just Korean music in general. Fantastic stuff. I love both styles of music. It just depends on the mood and the feeling that I am in. Now, the last thing that made me cry was I actually got it on film, because it was in a reaction video that I did. My Lee Sun-hee, Meet Him Among Them throwback music video reaction. That song and music video made me cry. I don't know why. I can't explain it. Probably because I'm like an emotional little girl and I can't handle some things. But for whatever reason, that song and music video just made me cry in the last like 45 seconds of it, and then all of that. So if you want to watch that, there'll be a link on the annotation somewhere on the screen, also in the description box down below. So if you want to watch that and watch me cry, that would be super cool. You might like it, who knows. Moving on to the next question is, why did you join YouTube? Why did I join YouTube? And that is just because, well, when I started making YouTube videos, I wasn't making K-pop related videos in any way. I was doing Let's Plays. I was making, playthroughs of video games, sort of, because it was Football Manager and there's not really like a live playthrough that you can do of that game. But I went to KCON, or around the time that I went to KCON, I realized, I really love making YouTube videos, but the games and stuff that I'm doing, I don't really have any passion for it. So what is something that I have a passion for that I want to make videos about? And I was like, K-pop, man. I listen to K-pop all the time, constantly, at work, at home, while I'm driving, while I'm sleeping. I like eat, sleep, and breathe K-pop, it seems. And I figured, I have a passion for it, and that definitely is going to translate into my videos, and you will be able to tell that I, care about this. I have a passion for it, and it's going to make my videos a whole lot better than my gaming videos ever were or ever could be. And, I think that has, translated. It's gotten me very far so far. I mean, I've reached a pretty sizable number of subscribers and views in a relatively short amount of time, so I'm very, very happy with that. And I think that my decision to change my content has worked out for me in the end. And related to that question, we've got, what is the meaning of your YouTube name? And MW K-pop is an adaptation of what my channel was named when I was making the gaming videos. And back then I was known as Man Worker, which my YouTube or my Twitter handle or @name @manworkermedia is the same way, or is a throwback sort of to that to that time, because I was intending on doing the K-pop and gaming stuff at the same time. So Man Worker Media kind of just includes doing all kinds of different sorts of videos. And of course, I've started doing K-pop, and I've never looked back at making video game content ever again. So that's where the MW comes from, and of course, because Man Worker, MW, and of course K-pop, because I'm making K-pop videos. That's as simple as it is to it. If you want to know where man worker came, it's basically just something I found funny back in the 8th grade off of a translation of a World War II or a Soviet propaganda poster from World War II, which was had man worker on it somewhere. I don't know the exact content, but that's been like the name, my internet alias and name in the video games since the 8th grade. So that's why I used it for my YouTube channel. That's why it's kind of a part of my identity. It is a part of my online identity, and that is why I use it in my YouTube channel and the rebranding into a K-pop channel. That's why I've used it there as well. What is a place that I would like to visit? Is that, like, you should already know. Of course I want to visit South Korea. Duh. And beyond just wanting to visit it, I really would love to visit South Korea. I really would like to live there, because as a long-term goal of my channel is to just basically be like an English media, I guess, video source for Korean music in general, K-pop and indie music. I want to do interviews, anything like that to get international and English-speaking fans more connected with these K-pop groups and bring more Korean music to the masses overseas in Korea. And the best way to do that, of course, would be to be in Korea itself. So that is why I want to visit there and live there. Next question, the last song that I sang. Ooh boy, this is tough because I sing when I'm in my car, when I'm driving anywhere. I sing all the time. And depending on how far we're gonna list off like 3 possibilities. It could have been Ice Cream Cake by Red Velvet, Paradise Lost, or First Temptation by Gotten. Could have been either of those 3 songs. I'm pretty sure it was the Gotten songs, both of them, because it was probably those last 2 songs. I can't remember though. It tends to be kind of a blur. Now, the last time that I hung out with someone, oh god, this is embarrassing because the last time that I hung out with somebody was, it's been a long time. It's been a very, very, very long time. And the reason it's been, I'm going to say, at least a year. At least a year. I don't hang out with people. I don't go out and do things with anybody. Right? I spend more time, working on YouTube and work in school than I do having social relationships with anybody else, which is fine with me. I'm perfectly okay with that. That's just my personality and the way that I like to do things. So, if you think I'm crazy for not having, not looking for social interactions with people, that's perfectly fine. But I'm perfectly happy with that. I would much rather work 8 hours at Walmart and then come home and spend the rest of the night on the computer making YouTube videos, playing video games, doing other sort of stuff, working on my hobbies, by myself, alone, and doing that. I mean, I get to know there's a pretty decent amount of social interaction you can do on the internet. It's not the same as, face-to-face interaction with people, but, you do meet and talk to and interact with people in a social way, but it's different than face-to-face interaction. And, that's fulfilling to me. It might not be fulfilling to you, but it is to me. And that is the last question that I have got for you. Well, technically the last one is, who do I tag for in this video to do? And I'm the only person I'm tagging is my cousin, who has just started a vlogging channel, and he's starting to post some videos from his spring break trip. He went to New York and Orlando. It's tons of I haven't watched any of them yet. His first one was just posted a little while ago, so you should definitely check that out and watch his videos. And maybe he'll probably end up doing this tag video next week, maybe, who knows. But tagged, link to his YouTube channel is going to be down below as well. So that is it. That's the TMI's tag. That is actually a modified version of the TMI tag. 50 questions that you could possibly answer. You can modify it as I did. The questions are down in the description box below. And yeah, that's going to be it for this video. As always, I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye. Also, don't forget to share this video with everybody that you know. So like I said, that's it for this video. As always, I want to thank you for watching. I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.